Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back, loyal viewers. I'm Carrie, the nosy housefrau, and today I'm sticking my nose in on huge tea, piping hot tea, in what is probably the biggest news of the year. Sorry, Gabby, your story is bumped. Tati Westbrook has returned to YouTube. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Twitter exploded in celebration. There was a ripple across all of social media. June 17th may wind up being a national holiday. Tati has been gone long enough for me to not even remember if I liked her or not. I'm going to go with I do. I like Tati, and I like that she returned. This is huge, but I'm going to go so far as to say, I think Tati's return is actually bigger than Tati. Is it me? But after all we've been through since February 2020, since it happened, doesn't it feel like something has been returned? Like there is, for lack of a better word, normalcy restored? The YouTube community suffered so many losses and tribulations. Let's just revel in this moment. Before we worry about the other shoe dropping or any future drama, let's savor what the beauty community and YouTube overall has gained today. I was watching PopLuxe today, official Nady, links below, and it felt so good to immerse myself in makeup. Tati did excellent reviews, and although I can't claim I was ride or die, never miss an upload, I am really enjoying, among other things, the joy her return has brought. And the timing is right. It's like the light at the end of a long, dark tunnel. And I think we know she beat some other people on her return who may not receive the same fanfare. When Tati came on the screen today, looking more beautiful than ever, all healthy and glowing, my first feeling was relief. Because remember, she looked so frail and frazzled the last time she posted. It was like watching a hostage video. And she sure shed light on why that was. It's so easy to look at Tati and see a privileged princess, but she's lost a lot, more than most, and was truly bereft. And now she's returned to tell us so much more happened than just her being gone to get space. She wasn't just letting things become water under the bridge. She was fighting some colossal fights. She packed up her home, her condo. She was getting death threats, not death wishes like a lot of people get and call death threats. She was getting actual detailed threats of what would happen to her. You can imagine it was a stan of one of the people she was in conflict with who has a large following. Her business was under attack. Her marriage was falling apart. She spent the holidays alone under the threat of bodily harm. So Tati took us through her roller coaster of a year. It must have felt like the longest year of her life for her, like an eternity. But we, the viewers today, went through it in the blink of an eye, only to realize that she has returned, overcoming so much more than we thought. I don't know about you, but I was a bit relieved or happy to hear such a quick version of what she's been through, because had we all known, it would have been such an awful, helpless feeling knowing that there's not much any of us could do other than hope for the best. We would have stressed for her. Tati weathered a storm, but we got to jump right to the part of her story where the clouds have parted, for the most part. She rose like a phoenix from the ashes, and it was one heck of a bonfire. It's apparent that her religion helped her through. And although I myself am not a woman of faith, I truly appreciate the comfort it gives her and others. She even lost her wedding ring and was able to say it's just a material thing. I'm certain that deep feeling of religion that Tati has is why she has requested that no one use tarot or divination using her name. Yeah, I know I wasn't going to, but I'm guessing, I think it's safe to say, she thinks those things are evil in some way. I'm not going to speak for her, but that was the impression that I got. And I know the last thing a smart person would do today is criticize Tati. And I'm not judging. Let's be clear. Don't come for me. I'm just a different person with different beliefs, like we all have. I'm all about coexisting and tolerance. I can't help it if I think it's hokey to fear tarot cards. And good luck trying to get the masses to do anything you ask. If you ask people, could you please throw garbage on the ground and like filth up the place, clog the vacuum at the car wash because you think anything can get sucked up into there, and leave the shopping cart out, walk right in front of my car like I'm invisible, blast your music, maybe break some things and make sure we can't have nice things, that would be a request that gets you a lot of success. And by the way, I'm not saying I'm better than anyone because I put the shopping cart back. I'm not better. I'm bitter. Just a little. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Not even my worst enemy. And you know I hate that bitch. We're still close, though. I mean, we do have the same parents. Anyway, anything else you ask of millions of people is like trying to stop a tidal wave with a thimble. Futile. But if anyone can get people to do what they ask, it's probably Tati. With her angelic vulnerability, her never too revealed but hinted at lovely décolletage, and her soft-spoken pleading. Tati has a way with people, so maybe she will have luck with that, but I hope that nobody goes against it, since it means so much to her. Tati did a great job explaining why she took down her previous video, in my opinion. In general, she made an excellent return video. She managed to not go into detail about the past and yet address it just enough that she can satisfy anyone wanting a post-mortem regarding her previous relationships and then move beyond it and get back to doing what she loves. For a video I'm sure she was nervous to make and eager to get out of the way, I think it was a huge win. She didn't name names. She didn't need to. She just said she had been through a lot and wanted to put it behind her. Tati did explain she's not fully out of the woods with court things, so good for her for returning anyway. She suffered long enough in silence, and maybe now she can heal. One thing is for sure. People are going to speculate a lot about who could have been harassing her. You can just picture that lineup of suspects. I personally would not accuse anyone because it could be anyone. Heck, it could be Creepshow. Too soon, but topical. I'm just saying... Without a crystal ball, Buster should probably brace herself. The love of Tati is going to galvanize her stanza's dislike of KJ. In closing, I've written a few words, a toast if you will, so raise your glass as I read them. What more is there to say other than, Tati, I hope the celebration over your return gives you the encouragement and strength you need in the days ahead. May health and happiness be tenfold in the next year. You may not know it, but for all intents and purposes, you are not rebuilding. You have reclaimed a throne, and your followers have dearly missed their queen. Welcome back, Tati. If you've listened this far, everyone, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about Tati's return. And have you noticed any signs? Like, are the roses in your yard blooming a little brighter? Is there something in the air? Like, what has this miracle contributed to your life? And it can be something silly, as you know. But I am glad, everyone. It's nice to have good news for a change. It just feels good to focus on something positive and feel the good feelings of being positive. Tomorrow's subject, that bitch Gabby Hanna. Hausfrau out.